again, it's Noob, and every now and again I like to go onto a site like AliExpress, not a sponsor, there are other Chinese emporiums out there, and I'd like to see what's around in terms of the cheap Chinese tools. And one of the main sort of brands or manufacturers, if you want to call it that, is Haoshi tools, and I bought this set with my own money so that you can determine whether it's something that you should be spending your money on too. Now, why do I do this? Well, it's because obviously we all know the main lockpicking brands, and nearly all of them are doing some great stuff. You know, everything's to everybody's own individual taste, of course, but usually the Chinese brands do come across a little bit cheaper. This set, for example, costs around 14 UK pounds, around 18, 19 US dollars. Now, that isn't bad for what appears to be quite a nice little set of 0.5mm lockpicks with really nice thin shanks, which is unusual for a Chinese set, which are normally a little less refined. So I thought I'd buy this Haoshi set just because it looks like it could be a relatively inexpensive beginner lockpick set. You know, a few rates, a couple of hooks, and a load of turning tools. So yeah, what do you get in this set? Well, you get this, I'll be honest, relatively cheap feeling faux leather case, but whilst it is cheap feeling and it's not double stitched at any of these sort of joins, it's not terrible either. I did leave the sticker on because I thought it was quite funny. How do I know that this is a 0.5mm instead of the 0.6mm set they also do? Which is, I guess, good that they have a slightly more robust set. This is a slightly more refined set for tighter keyways. But you can see I started to peel it off because it just annoys me, and it does leave a bit of sticky residue on there, which isn't great. But, you know, that is sort of par for the course, isn't it? Okay, so you get that. You get some turning tools, which I'm not, again, totally against. I think that these are okay. They are obviously your top of the keyway style turners here, and these do feel sharp on the edges. So I don't know if these have been tumbled. If they have, not by very much. They do have some weird little artifacts on there at the joins. Something to do with the way that they were almost certainly laser cut, I imagine. But yeah, these aren't bad. They are just a little bit sharp, I guess. And the thicknesses are strange as well. We have 0.7mm in thickness. Then we've got some at 0.8mm in thickness. And then we've got a couple of 1mm, a couple of 8mm, 0.8mm, a couple of 1mm in thickness. Nothing beyond that. So looks like we've got two 0.7, two 0.8, and two 1mm in thickness. Turning tools, and yeah, they don't look too bad in terms of their dimensions. We'll use them in a minute, but they don't feel great. They feel a little unrefined and a little sharp. Doesn't matter so much for the turning tools, but you know, would have been nice to have a little bit of refinement there. In terms of the lockpicks, though, not too bad at all. Just sandwiched handles. The handles are a little bit sharp, but the actual picks themselves do feel quite smooth. There's a little bit of residue on them, but I'm not upset by that. They do feel like the tips have been tumbled. There's nothing horrible on this. This is like a little short hook there, not a bad profile. You can see how thin these shanks are as well. I really like that. This is a medium hook, and again with this sort of residue on it comes off easy enough with your nail, but you can see it's like maybe my nail's a bit dirty. Now I don't like the angle of this, but it's still okay as a medium hook, I guess. And again, nice and thin, and appears to be quite strong. I'm putting a significant amount of force on a 0.5mm pick, so that it does actually return to form. Could be okay. Could be okay. Could be okay. This is a test. Let's have a look down into those grooves. Not too bad. Again, the handles are a bit sharp. You can hear that? As it's sort of grating against the skin on my thumbnail. But on the pick side of things, listen. Less sharp. Listen. So, catching, smooth. And you can see down into the grooves there. That isn't bad. The only thing I would say is that's a very short span for a triple peak. This is a sort of standard one there. And you can see that it's actually just a little bit off scale. Not necessarily bad. There's no like I guess standard for this kind of the length of the pick, but it does seem a little short. And then we have this, looks like a cycloid, a quint cycloid, but the spacing here, the wavelength is about right, but the amplitude decreases across. So yeah, the sort of spacing between the peaks is equal, but you do seem to have a sort of change in its amplitude, the height between the top and the bottom peak. Again, not too bad, but just odd. I'll try in a few locks and see how it goes. But yeah, that's what you get. You get 6 turning tools, both sort of really top of the keyway, and some picks. So there you go, that's what you get. You get 6 sort of top of the keyway tools and 4 lockpicks. I normally just use the tools that I'm given in the set, but I might have to use a couple of my own bottom of the keyway turners for some of the locks, because I think you do need some of those. Let's start out with the proper test. I've got an American Lock 1100 series here and the medium hook. So to pick this lock, I've chosen this 1mm pry bar, which is a bit thin, so it is a bit floppy and prone to pinging out when picking. I've got the medium hook, which should definitely suffice. It's very flexible and very thin, which means you are robbed a little bit of feedback. But that's the same with all very, very thin picks, but it's also sliding up through that keyway really nicely. So let's try pin 4 here, pin 3, binding, I think, yeah, a little bit. Pin 5's binding now at the back, 2 clicks. Anything on pin 1, a little click there. Any more? No, feels all right. I'll leave that. Pin 3's binding again. There we go. A little click, 2 clicks on 3. That meant we move forwards a bit more. Pin 5 at the back. 4, 3, 2. Pin 1 now. Oh, and I think we almost slipped our tension tool out. Pin 2 here, and oh, I think we set pin 2. Pin 5 feels like it's binding at the back, and we are open. There we go, got him. We'll try this on another lock, see how we get on. Again, picking bottom of the keyway, just hearing those little clicks as we go through. Into a false set. Then we go pin by pin to get these spool pins. We can also go up into the warding bit if we have to, but should be okay. And we are open, look at that, lovely. Okay, next up we have the short hook, again very thin. I've got a nice little tight ABUS keyway here, and I will use a bottom of the keyway turner which isn't in the set, which I don't like to do, but I just feel with a keyway this small, that's really where I want to that's what I sort of want to choose to pick. So we're going to go with that. I'm just going to go through the lock and we're going to pick all these pins. We should get into a false set, and once we get into a false set we can start to pick these spool pins, which these ABUS locks are absolutely full of, and that's why everybody likes to pick these. They're just full of feedback and fun. And yeah, just going to go back through the lock like this, pushing up on all these pins, and we have the open. Have a nice vintage Squire lock here, and I'm going to do the same on this too. Just going to go through and use that short hook to pick up on, oh, that was quick. We have a triple peak rake here, and whilst I'm not a big fan of the sort of lack of width on the tip there, I still think we can have a good go at trying to rake a lock open. Got this nice brass master lock. Going to go in and just see how that feels. Yeah, let's give it a go. Oh yeah, we got it. Nice. Same deal with this master lock XL Magnum. I'm just going to go in there with this and see if I can't give it a little rake. Oh yeah, we can rake that one open too. And finally, I guess we got to test this strange but not horrible sort of quint rake. And again, we're going to go bottom of the keyway tension. You can see some of my comments on this, can't you, at the end. and we're just going to give that a bit of a pick. So, oh yeah, we're over on that one. I feel guilty about not using the turning tools from this set, so I'm going to use one of these turning tools in the bottom keyway on this quite large keyway padlock here and give that a bit of a go. There we go, got that one open too. And last but not least, let's pick this Yale lock. It's got an extremely small keyway, so yes, I will have to revert to using the bottom of the keyway turner like this. And this one can be picked, so it might be hybrid picked, so a rate, sorry, but it might need to be hybrid picked. So we'll just go in there and gently sort of rock rate these pins. If it feels like it's falling into a false set rather than picking, then I can back off on the tension a little bit and see where we get to. But it could be that we're just going to have to, oh no, we got it. I was going to say have to do hybrid pick, but we did rake it in the end. It's a little tricky to rake this one, so yeah, not bad. So there you go. I really hope you enjoyed those demos. I enjoyed picking the locks, I always do. And it's time to do some conclusions and things I like, don't like, things I change, that kind of thing, final thoughts. So things I like, I moderately like the case. It's fine. It's a bit cheap, but it's okay. So maybe like is a strong word. The case is fine. The turning tools are fine. They're a bit sharp around the edges. They're not very well finished, but they are well lasered, so you can see what thickness you're getting. And the shape's all fine. They do work exactly as intended, just not very well rounded. A little bit of tumbling would have gone amiss there. Other things I like the hook profiles. Again, I'll come on to things I'll change. I don't like the angle of this hook, but it actually works really well. And the finishing on the actual picks themselves is very nice, very thin. The steel seems really durable. I like that. It's got a little spring to it, but it doesn't deform very easily. I do like these picks in general in terms of the tips. You know, the finishing on these is a lot nicer than, or at least the actual picking tips themselves for the hooks and rakes are pretty nice compared to everything else. The handles again are a bit sharp at the edges, but okay, they're just sandwich steel handles. They're fine. So ultimately, I think that the things, as of all things I like, I sort of like all the bits, but it is a bit rough around the edges, a bit unrefined. Things like the handles and the turning tools could have been tumbled. The case could have been a bit better. But remember, this is about £14, somewhere around 18, 19 US dollars. So, you know, I still would expect a little bit more, and I'll come on to that in a second. Things I don't like. I have, really talked about this a little bit. I don't like the fact that you just get these top of the keyway turners. They're okay. Yes, it'd be nice if they were tumbled a bit more, but it's really about the fact that you don't have any bottom of the keyway turners. A couple of bottom of the keyway turners would be better overall than a load of top of the keyway turners, which I think most people find it harder to get on with when they first start picking. You saw when I was doing those demos, I relied probably mostly on bottom of the keyway turners. So whilst these are okay, I don't like the fact it's just these. I also don't like the fact that you only go up to 1mm when 1.2mm would be so much more useful than, say, a 0.7mm turner, which is very, very thin. So I think they just got these turner thicknesses wrong. It would have been nice to have 0.8, 1 and probably 1.3, which is my favourite thickness these days, especially for those American lock style keyways. Other thing, anything else I don't really like? Nothing I really don't like. Anything I'd change? Again, I think a medium hook and a short hook and a triple peak and a quid peak, perfectly fine choices. Actually, I would probably change the angle of this medium hook, which is a little bit too steep. It's almost like a right angle, just off. A little bit more of a glide is just a little bit easier in the mind's eye to envisage where the pick tip is. In my opinion, I find it a little easier to use. But again, I'm not hating on these. Yes, the triple peak, again, like I said, a little bit too short, but it still works, right? There is no, for rakes, there isn't a perfect standard. Rakes work in some locks, they don't work in others, and it's nice to have a range. So overall, I don't dislike a lot of things about this set. I wouldn't change a lot of things apart from the bottom of the keyway turners, but I think the elephant in the room is, back in the day, a nice-ish set like this from a Chinese company for, under $20 wouldn't have seemed like a bad idea. It's actually quite good. But, and I'm just not sponsored by this company at all, just picking it out at random. For $25 US, you can pick up a Genesis set from Covert Instruments, which the quality of which are going to be way above any of this in terms of the tools and the case, and you're only talking about a few more dollars, and shipping in the US probably isn't that bad. So I would say that whilst this doesn't sound too bad, and there's nothing particularly wrong with this set, I don't think it stands out as that much of a bargain these days. I really do like these thin shanks. I think they've done a great job. I think the steel's great. The finishing's a bit rough, but it's not bad. But it just doesn't seem to be priced right. If this was like £11, around that 14 US dollars, yeah, I'd say go for it. So do shop around. You might be able to find this set for around that price. These sites, they tend to fluctuate. So for around that 10 to 12 pounds mark, yeah, I'd say pretty good starter set. But if you start hitting that sort of $20 price range, I think you could probably go for a US brand, Sparrows or Covert Instruments or something like that, and find a basic starter set for only a few dollars more. And I would say definitely go for that rather than this. But again, if you pick this up as a bargain, not bad little starter set. Maybe just get a little sandpaper to take off those rough edges. Anyway, look, I'd love to know your thoughts on this set. Have you ever tried this Haoshi 4 pick set? Did you like it? Do you agree with my review? Really love to know in the comments down below. I do read them all and reply to them as I can. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so. You can hit that like, you can smash that notification bell as well for next time I upload content, all that kind of stuff. It just really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. So of course, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.